Good morning, guys! Look at my pretty baby! Good morning! Good morning! I see your beautiful face! You say hi, guys! Say hi, guys! Say hi, guys! Say hi, guys! Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our channel. What will you do in the morning? Let's drink a warm water. Kumukulo na yung tubig. Umaga kasi pang ano siya, pang cleansing ba? Pati sa mga anak ko, ganun din ginagawa ko. Pagkagising nila, talagang paulit-ulit ako na warm water. Linisin natin ang dede. Hindi na pala nagbe-breastfeed kasi sa akin yung baby girl ko. Nagde-dede na siya. Enjoy. Talagang sinasanay ko din talaga siya. 3 years old na yung baby ko, kaya na medyo nakakabawi na tayo sa sarili natin. Kapag workout na tayo ng konti. Kapag diet na, kasi hindi na nagpapa-breastfeed. Lalagyan natin siya ng, babandian natin ng mainit. Hindi ako nagpapakulo ng bote. Kasi, sabi ko na lang daw, okay na daw yung bandik-bandik. Okay naman siya. Wala naman nangyayari. Na-sterilize naman. Oh, you sure? Warm water. O, diba? Dedede na siya ng warm water. Tapos, magko-coffee naman tayo. Let's drink coffee. Ilagay dun yung mga hindi dapat. Tanggalin dun yung mga hindi dapat.
And again, I want you to breathe in. Inflate your stomach. Exhale. Pull that belly button in toward your spine. We're starting with the supine march. So knee comes up over your hip. We're going to lightly switch in between top to toe. So knee comes directly over the hip. And as you feel comfortable, you can start to pick it up just a little. But I want that knee stopping over the hip. And then when you touch down the toe, it's a really light tap, so you're not making any noise. Belly button's pulled in and that core is really tight. I gave out Spanx on. Everything feels secure and held in. Good, we keep going for about 15 more seconds. If you feel good here, you could start to push the legs out a little further. Feel that lower abdominal range heating up now. Almost there. We stay on our backs. This time we're going to do a reverse march. So we start with the knees up over the hips. It's going to add a little intensity for those lower abs. Come with me, 1 foot at a time, and we'll switch. So you can feel it intensifying your lower abs, right? So remember, you've got Spanx on, everything's held in tight, nothing's bulging, that lower back is pressing down firmly into the mat. You'll feel a little movement here, and that's normal. But just be intentional. That downward pressure is going to create the pressure in your transverse abdominis, and that's the Spanx of those ab muscles. I keep saying Spanx, but it's true. It's what holds everything in, what gets you strong and toned from the inside out. A little more here. And relax. All right, we're moving into a new move. We're gonna lift both legs this time up and over those hips. So knees come over hips, 90 degrees. Ready? So a double bent leg lift. So legs can be about hip width apart here. They don't have to be touching, but they can if you want. And you'll feel, again, more pressure in the abs. You have to work harder to keep that lower back pressing down toward the floor here. So we're slowly building on each of these movements to create more pressure and more intensity. But if it's too intense, you feel that lower back lifting, you can go back to that first move, the march, or you can see my beginner postpartum ab workout, and that will be more appropriate for you. Almost there. Make sure to keep breathing. And relax. All right, we're adding on again. So this time we're doing a bent leg lift to a leg extension. So we're gonna bring those knees over hips and take the legs to the sky. Here we go. So we bend, extend, bend and tap down. Do that again. So it's up, straight, down, and tap. So again, you're gonna feel the most pressure when you tap those toes. So you have to really control by using those abs. The slower you go, the better actually. You don't want to speed up too much because when you go slow, you're using that core control. And that's what builds strength, right? It's not about how fast you can go or even how many you can do. If you only get a couple and you have to rest in between, that's great. It's better to have good form and do few than to get sloppy and do a lot. All right, we're gonna rest again. So this time we're gonna do a single leg press out. So we're starting with those knees over the hips. We're gonna extend legs to 45 one at a time. So front leg goes out and in, back leg out and in. So we're feeling those lower abs switch on as you press the leg out. So we're just going to 45 degrees, but if this is too intense, you can extend the leg straight up. And that's going to take a little bit of pressure out. How's that lower back doing? Press it into the floor, right? Belly button fold in, tight, tight, tight. Couple more. And rest. All right, we're gonna do this time straight leg drops. So legs are gonna come up to the ceiling, point those toes one leg at a time. We drop and tap the floor. Here we go. Front leg, tap and lift, back leg. See how slow I'm moving through this? That's so I can maintain that inner abdominal pressure, that lower back pressing down, that belly button pulled in, that transverse abdominis really engaged, really tight. And if, again, this is too intense with straight legs, you can bend the legs and go back to that reverse march. It's the same thing as the reverse march, just with straight legs. But with longer levers here with the straight legs, we can intensify the move and get those lower abs working even harder. And this is an advanced move though, so take your time, be patient with it, and move at your own pace. All right, we're moving on to something new. Over onto your side, we're gonna come onto your forearm, elbow under shoulder. Bottom leg can be bent, top leg can be straight, or both legs can be straight here. I'll show the advanced option. You're gonna come up, and you're gonna reach that arm around, touch your back ribs, and reset, come to the front. So you're reaching around those ribs, and coming up. So I want you to make sure that forearm is 90 degrees, elbow staying right under the shoulder, fist in front, and then you're twisting through that upper back, that upper spine. If you need, you can drop that bottom knee, come here with me, But I want you to be sure here, you're lifting through that underside of your waist so the hip is working really hard so the obliques can isolate. Almost there. If you can, get up on your toes for that last little bit. Beautiful. We're moving to the other side. Same thing. Again, two options here. You can keep that bottom leg bent, or you can straighten the legs. Come with me. We twist, and we come up. Again, we're lifting through the underside of that waist, wrapping that arm around the butt ribs as we reach, and rotating through that thoracic spine. So this is really great for our obliques, our hips, and spine mobility. And same thing here, we're keeping that belly button pulled in toward the spine, abs really tight and held in. Anytime you need to, you're losing your form, go ahead and drop that bottom leg. We're almost there. Time. All right, we're moving on to a bird dog. We're going to do each side, so opposite arm and leg. We're going to start with that right leg and left hand. Here we go. Right leg, left hand reaches up. Bring it back down. Touch on the floor. Go again. Same arm, same leg, up. And touch. So first things first. Leg goes to hip height, arm goes to shoulder height. No higher than that. So we take the work into the glutes. We don't want it going too much into that low back. Your hand that's on the floor, wrist is right under the shoulder, and the knee on the floor is right under your hip, so you stay really balanced. That way you can isolate that side, those cross slings in the back of the body. You're pulling that belly button in toward your spine, so you're moving really controlled, and only the arm and leg should be moving. That's the goal here. Only the arm and leg move. Beautiful. All right, rest for a second. Reset. Make sure you're in that perfect tabletop position. We're moving to the other side. This is going to be our last exercise. Let's do it. So remember, arm is shoulder height, leg is hip height, no higher than that. You can point or flex the foot, whatever feels comfortable here. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine, pressing through the hand and the knee on the floor to create stability. And you're going to feel one side is different, right? This side for me is harder. So maybe you find a spot on the floor and you look at the floor so you can find your balance. Look a few inches in front of those fingertips. So your neck is long and straight in line with that spine. You're almost there.
Ginawa ko ng butterfly nito.
Time. There we go. All right, 10 minutes. To flatten that belly, smooth out that mommy cooch, C-section shelf. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and go ahead and follow along to see my other postpartum ab workout.